Today we're doing something a little bit different. I was previously working on trying to beat Skyrim's main quest with treadmill controls. Unfortunately, a old back injury has kind of re-flared up, and so I have to take a break from running for a little while. But that doesn't mean that I can't walk. Walking's actually really good. So what we're gonna do is some experiments, kind of while my body is recovering. And so the first one that I want to do is to figure out exactly how many steps a Whiterun guard takes in a day. A lot of people come to my comments and they say, "Hey, you, get a job," or "Wow, in my real job, I walk X amount of steps in a day." And so I wanted to figure out how many steps I can take doing a real job in Skyrim. And so what I'm going to do is follow and become a Whiterun guard for 24 in-game hours. On top of that, as I've done in my other challenges, I am going to be using my treadmill to walk around in the game. And so every step that I take, my character takes. So let's figure out how many steps a Whiterun guard takes in 24 hours. Oh, that was really good. That was like, recorded that and like, I didn't even script that out or anything. That was all me. Okay, so what we're gonna do to start this off is I want to make sure that I do this in 24 hours, and it makes sense to me to start at like a decent, time. And so what I'm gonna do is start. Actually, it's perfect timing right now. It's 6:40. So I'm going to start. Is 5 p.m. We're gonna go to 5 a.m. 5 a.m. will take us to, well, like 6 a.m. So 12 hours. Exactly 12 hours. Maybe we'll do 11 hours just to make sure that I can find a guard. And we'll reset the step counter. If it's like a little bit off, I'm not hugely worried about it. It would be nice if I was able to find a guard, though. There's usually one walking around here. There's that one. Is he going to come this way? Turn this way, please. Ah, he is coming this way. Okay, so if I skip forward 1 hour, he should be like right in front of me. There he is. Perfect. Okay, so it's 6 a.m. All right, it is 6 a.m. in game. All right, we're gonna do it like this so you can kind of see him. Wait, here, I'll switch to my other camera. All right, it is 6 a.m. in game. I am just gonna be doing some job shadowing, so I'm not trying to like get in his way. This is my first shift as a Whiterun guard, and so I don't want to get in his way. And we're just trying to like figure out how it works. Maybe in some other challenges I will actually perform the job of being a Whiterun guard, maybe using some mods. But today we're just job shadowing, so we just kind of want to figure out how many steps does this guy take in 24 hours. As you can see, it is 6:01 a.m. Okay. So we're just going to follow him. We're just going to follow him for 24 hours. And since I am just job shadowing, I am going to be turning my own AI detection off. Or should I just keep it on? The thing is, I don't want to like get in his way. I don't want to disturb him. So I think we are going to turn it off. I'm going to turn off AI detection because he doesn't need to know I'm here. I'm just, again, I'm just a shadow today. A shadow of my former self. Okay. Actually, if this is the case, maybe we'll even go in, maybe we'll even use the other method for this, since it'll be even easier. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now I can just walk. I don't have to worry about anything. Just follow his footsteps for 24 hours. And we're going to be doing this for about an hour. See where he goes. I'm pretty sure I know where he's going to go. Okay, he stops. And he keeps going. Okay, hold on. There's one more thing I have to adjust. There we go. How many steps do you take, bro? You a big stepper? And as I mentioned, this is good for my back. I should be doing this anyway. Where are you going? You going over here? You going over here to stop? You know, maybe I'll use my handheld trackball mouse. Just to be a little bit more chill. Where are you going? Oh, does he keep going? No, he stops here. Interesting. Okay, alright. So we go over here. We stand and look at the farm. And then we turn around and we go this way. Okay, this is a nice, peaceful existence. I am in the point in the game right now where I have actually seen dragons, so dragons are out and about. They technically could spawn. I don't know if they will spawn if my AI detection is turned off. I don't know, we'll find out. Okay, so he does... There's 2 guards that are on this patrol path. And we're going to walk across the other one, and they kind of pass each other, and they're like, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, we stop here. We look toward Whiterun. Maybe I should actually turn on... There we go. Make it maybe it'll make it a little bit easier if I can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. You know, if I'm not running, I don't actually need this little mouse. We can just kind of use this one. So we're just walking. We're just walking, enjoying the scenery. Okay. Take a look here. Nothing going on. So we keep walking. See how long a full patrol of this route is. If I'm not mistaken, he's going to stop here. Kind of look up toward Riverwood. Just take a gander. Do a little pose. Now do your pose. You're going to look that way. And you're going to look this way, and then you're going to pose for a minute. You're going to go... Okay, that's the guard way, apparently. Apparently this is how guards just... We'll do that. We'll hang out here for a second. There we go. Did I do it good, Chief? Did I do it good, boss? Am I a good intern? We're gonna catch up a little bit. Okay. Sorry, he's getting too ahead of me. Getting a little too ahead of me here. Okay, stop here. Look at Chilfro Farm. Oh, there's another guard. Look at that, there's another guard coming from that way. Oh, whenever I was testing this out yesterday, I've never saw another guard coming from that direction. Interesting, I wonder where you go. I kind of want to know where you go in a day. Should I follow you? Oh, wait. So he stops there. Where do you go, buddy? Does that mean these guys could go further? Well, I'm kind of curious. Where does he go? 'Cause I think these ones that patrol here just stay on this route. But where could that guy go? Could I follow him? Should I? Okay, well, we'll stay back here on the off chance he doesn't just keep going back and forth. Now I'm really curious where that guy goes. We are kind of following him. This could also be the one that hangs around and walks around the farm. We're gonna find out. See, now there's 3 guards here on this patrolling this path. Oh man, I really want to know where that third guy goes. Where this one in the middle. This third one that's coming toward us, he's the second one that's on this patrol path. And they just kind of go back and forth. Pretty much where we've been going. So nothing super interesting there. I'm gonna keep an eye on that one over here, because if he kind of just like keeps going, shoo, I kind of want to know where he goes. I mean, we could just stay on this path for 24 hours, but if he keeps going, that's kind of interesting to me. I don't know if it's interesting to anyone else. Oh, he does stop there. I wonder, though, if now that he's on this path, if he's going to follow the path and the patrol route that the rest of them take. Okay, and then you're going to stop there. You're going to look towards Whiterun. You're going to turn around, do your pose. Okay, you're doing great, buddy. Oh, this guy's already back. I'm not following you, I'm following this guy. Man, if this guy if that farther one away, if he just keeps going, okay, he does stop. He stops right in front of the meadery, just like this one did. That's how I saw him. He stopped at the meadery. That's what they usually do on this part of the route. They stop. They go, and then they continue after they stop and take a look at the meadery. Although all of the stops that they take, they stop in both directions on this patrol path. Just kind of interesting to me. Okay. If he continues on, here's the thing. The guy that I'm following right now, I can figure out, it took him 3 hours, just about 3 hours to do that path. And so, like, yeah, 700 whatever steps, I could just do the math and say, this times 3 times 8. So 700 times 8 is 5,600 is how many steps it's going to take, right? 55, yeah. So I could just do that math, or I could follow that one and see where he goes, because that might be more interesting. Oh, does he continue? Does he just keep going? If he keeps going, I'm going to follow him. I'm going to follow that one. I'm going to follow Mr. Journeyman over there. Oh, but then, like, what if he goes into Whiterun? I'm going to regret that. Oh, no. He might go into Whiterun. Well, and then what am I going to do? No, surely he turns around. He's going to turn around. Okay, so he's not that interesting. I do wonder where he came from, but he is following the path that we're on. And then we turn around, and then we return. Look at that, just four guards hanging out on this path. What are we doing, guys? We don't need to all be here. It must be a slow day in Skyrim if we're just hanging out here. I'm gonna test real quick. For some reason, maybe nobody's chatting, and that's fine. If anybody's out there and just not chatting, that's okay. But I just want to make sure that my chat is working. Because I'm using a new setup today, so I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. If I'm not, then that's great. We'll just chill. Yeah, we're just chill. Okay. All right. All right, let's keep walking. Let's see, so it's 8:40 or 6:46 when I started. And a full day in Skyrim is 72 minutes. So that should take me right up to 8 o'clock. Pretty closely. It is quite a satisfying, like, just about a 3-hour path that these guys take for their patrol route. I like that. Oh, gotta look at the meadery. It's a nice meadery. I bet you wish you could take a break there and take a drink, whatever. 24-hour stream. 24-hour in-game stream. 24-hour in-game hours. But, you know, for the clickbait, gotcha. I could also just do the math and figure out how many real hours it would take. But, you know, the other guard's here. Get out of my way. I know this is like a riveting experience of watching a Whiterun guard. But, you know, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do the job. It's not a glamorous job. Most of the time, it's not very exciting. But, you know, somebody's got to do it. Oh, hey, the guard over there, over in the farm, he's already doing his route. I didn't see him earlier. Man, I really want to know where that one came from. He came from, like, way down the road. He was just walking. Where'd you come from? Gotta do the rounds. That's right. Somebody's gotta. And everybody keeps telling me, oh, get a real job. I work so much in my real world job. Here we are. Like, I got a job, guys. I finally got a job, okay? Nobody can hate me for not having a job anymore. I got one. And it's important. It is arguably one of the most important jobs in Skyrim, wouldn't you say? So he walked over here, and then he turned back around. But today, you know, we're not trying to fight anything. We're not trying to get in anyone's way. We're just job shadowing today, okay? It's a simple task. This is my first day. This is my first shift. I decided, you know, being the Dragonborn is kind of exhausting. Running around all the time. So I decided it'd be a nice break to just get a job for once and learn the ways of Skyrim. And what better way to do that than to become a guard for a day? You know, these underappreciated workers, always in the background, always ready to take up arms with you when you need help, or to reprimand you when you're not being a good guy. Underappreciated, these guys. And look at them. Look at how many steps they walk in a day. I say these guys are the true champions of Skyrim. The true heroes. I'm going to estimate that it has been almost 6 hours in game. Almost. We're getting close. Once I get a little bit past Haunting Broom Eatery, I think it will have been 6 hours. It should be about 12 o'clock. The shadows are directly overhead, which tracks. So my shift is 1/4 of the way over. These guys, you know, they work hard. They do 24-hour shifts. Has it been 6 hours yet? Not yet. Almost 6 hours. 11:40. Not quite time for a lunch break yet. But the convenient thing about hanging out and patrolling right next to the Haunting Broom Eatery is that when these guys need to take a lunch break, you know, they're pretty close by. Get a nice bite to eat. Drink some mead, but not too much, because we're on the job. Just a swig or two, just to wash down our food, you know what I mean? Maybe even some watered down mead. Some watered down ale. Cleanse the palate. Refresh the mind. Make things a little bit less monotonous. Not that I'm saying you should drink when you're bored. What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna stop talking. Hey, look, it's our first other person. Hello. Hi, I'm first day on the job. Am I doing okay? She's just gonna ignore me? Alright. I guess, you know, guards are pretty ignorable. Nobody really cares about us until something goes wrong, or until you've done something wrong. Then you want to know where the guards are, right? But the rest of the time you're just like, whatever, you guys do your job. As long as you keep away the thieves, the bandits, and the wolves away from the city, I don't really care what you do. All right, here's our buddy. High five. High five. Oh, he didn't see me. His helmet got in the way. Man, they do be walking though. They do be walking. Overworked and underappreciated. Hey, you're doing great. You're doing great today. Again, don't mind me. I'm just the intern. Just job shadowing. You know. I know I'm a little overqualified for this job, but I just needed a break from saving the world. It's a little bit too stressful for me, you know what I mean? And so I just needed a break to kind of do something else for a little while. Okay, we're gonna stop here. Gonna look over there. I know you're hungry, aren't you? It's lunchtime. He's hungry. He's like, oh man, I wish I could take a break, but I'm still on the job. Maybe he's got a little pocket sandwich there. A little pocket Sammy. But no, this guy's, he's going. He doesn't take a break for nobody. And then you're gonna stop, look at Whiterun, admire it, turn around, do a pose. Let's go. All right, guys, we're almost. Oh, I think it's gonna be three full patrol routes, 3 full rounds. I know this is the riveting and super exciting Skyrim gameplay that everybody has been hoping for. But genuinely, this is actually really helpful for me because, whoa, I was running around, you know, using this treadmill running, and I re-injured my back. So I like walking's like really good. Like walking's, you know, really good for my back. I don't know how I'm going to turn this into a 10-minute video. Well, probably not. It's probably just going to be a short video. I guess some of these shorter little tests can not be super exciting. They don't have to be, I guess. It will be interesting. Wait. Did one of the other guys... Did he pass by me or did he keep going? He's there. I thought the other one... Did the other one keep going? Are you allowed to do that? Did you go off patrol? Wait a minute now. I wasn't paying attention. I think one of the other ones kept going. No, I would have seen him over here. I'm crazy. He didn't go away. He's still... I think we just walked past him earlier. Okay, so we got to go here and then turn around. Yeah, I was not paying attention. Apparently. Not paying attention. Here's our buddy. Here's our work friend. Are they going to stop in the same spot? Oh, nope. But he's got to stop in that same spot, though. Look at the farm. We'll look at the farm. It's a nice farm. It would be interesting if somebody made a video where they worked in that farm and what a full week of working in that farm would be like. That'd be crazy. Nobody would do that. What somebody hasn't done is figure out how many steps that individual took. Because like that's the real data we want to know, right? Like how many steps do these workers take? Something tangible. Something we can compare with our life experience. All right, you're gonna stop, do a pose. Stop, look at Whiterun, turn around, stop, do a pose. And continue. Nice. Okay, we're gonna do it real quick. We're gonna practice that. Okay, we look at Whiterun, beautiful city. Turn around, do a pose. Okay, we did it. He's kind of getting ahead of me a little bit, but he does take some stops, so I can just kind of keep walking whenever he stops. And whenever we get past the meadery here, we should be pretty close to 6 p.m. It had better be close to 6 p.m., although the shadows are still directly overhead. Unless I've completely miscalculated it, I'm going to say it is 6 p.m., maybe 5:30. 5:30 p.m. right about now. 2:30. Oh, it's a 3-hour loop. Not a 6-hour loop. Right. So right. Right. Although I've done it twice. I feel like it should have, whatever. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I thought I started this at 6 a.m. though. Almost like my time scale is messed up. I don't think so. It doesn't make sense. Whatever, I'm not going to worry about it. Pretty sure I have time to complete this challenge. This super exhausting challenge of walking this path back and forth for 72 minutes. But it's important, we're collecting data. This is the data collecting stage of my channel. You know? Follow some other characters, figure out some other patrol routes that these characters go on. I feel like the reason I chose these guys is because I feel like these guards, because of where they're located in front of Whiterun, particularly close to this four-way intersection, are likely the most common guards that you will come across, probably in the whole game, especially if you're following the main quest. I mean, the amount of times you pass by here, this intersection exactly, I guess if you actually follow the roads like I do, like a maniac. I don't know if anybody else does that. But if you do follow the main roads, you will walk by this intersection let's count how many times. Okay. In the beginning of the game, you go from Helgen to Riverwood, Riverwood to Whiterun, that's 1. Whiterun, like assuming we're following the main quest, right? And not taking any shortcuts or backtracking unnecessarily. A lot of people say, oh, you'd go to Bleak Falls Barrow first before Whiterun. No, I go to Whiterun first. Okay? Because roleplay wise, the Dragonborn wouldn't know about Bleak Falls Barrow, about getting the Golden Claw and the Dragonstone, until after he talked to the Jarl. Well, the Claw he would have, maybe, but if he's trying to save the world, you know, he would be getting to Whiterun first. And so, let's say that's what we were doing. That's number 1, getting to Whiterun, talk to the Jarl. Coming back to Bleak Falls Barrow, that's number 2. Going from Bleak Falls Barrow back to Whiterun to tell the Jarl about the Dragonstone. Okay, now you've got to do your pose. That's number 3. Then you go to the Watchtower, back to Dragon's Reach. And then you gotta go up toward High Hrothgar, which either way, you're gonna be passing by that. So that's number 4. Going from High Hrothgar towards Ustengrav, that's 5. Coming back to Riverwood to tell Delphine she's a jerk for stealing the horn, that's 6. Then going to Kynesgrove after talking with Delphine, that's 7, because you'd pass by that way as well. And then back to Riverwood to talk to Delphine, that's 8. Then infiltrate the Thalmor Embassy, that's 9. Let me think. Coming back to Riverwood to talk to Delphine and tell her that somebody's being held, or somebody's hiding out in Riften. That's 10. Once we get Esbern and come back, we go to Riverwood. Then we gotta shoot. At that point, do we go to Skyhaven Temple? The Skyhaven Temple, or go up to Parthenex? I think we go to Skyhaven Temple first. That's 11. And then come all the way back. Go to High Hrothgar. That's 12. Talk to Parthenex. And you know, the Greybeards. And then start the what is that? The summit, diplomatic immunity. Is that what that one's called? I don't remember. I think so. But did I say 11 or 12? Either way, we kind of come back down. I think that's 12. To go talk to, you know, Storm Ulfric and Tullius. And then back up to the summit, that's 13. And then back down to Dragon's Reach to capture the dragon, that's 14. I think that's it. 14 times? So 14 times in the main quest. Unless I'm missing something, I think that is 14 times. Well, actually, okay, so here's the thing. I guess technically it could be 13, because if you're coming down from High Hrothgar, and let me think, because you could go down, talk to Tullius, that would be one of the times you cross it. But if you went from like High Hrothgar to straight to talking to Ulfric first, and then skip across talking to Tullius, you would never pass by here. You could, but you wouldn't need to. So 13, definitely, maybe 14 if you were to go to Tullius first. If you go to Tullius first, then you will definitely have to walk through here. Actually, I guess in either case you would have to pass by it only once. So yeah, only 13 times. Because either you go to Tullius, you'd pass through here, and then go talk to Ulfric, which you don't need to pass through here. You can take the northern crossing route. Or you can talk to Ulfric first, in which case you don't have to pass through here, but after Tullius, going back up to High Hrothgar, then you would have to. So either once on the way down, or once on the way back, depending on who you talk to first. Oh, wait, shoot. Actually, I think you come down and talk to... Balgra first. And then you talk to... Wait, shoot, I can't remember. For the summit, the diplomatic immunity, I can't remember if we talk to Balgruuf, then the Greybeards, and then Ulfric and Tullius, or if we do Greybeards, then Jarl Ulfric, or Balgruuf, and then Ulfric and Tullius. I can't remember. These are really important things. Super important information. All right, now it should be about 6 o'clock. Yeah, 5:30. All right. Do we have time to finish this? If he's doing a 24-hour shift. If he's just doing a 12-hour shift, then this answers the question. Do I have time for this to be a 24-hour shift? I don't know. I did say I'd follow him for 24 hours, so... Yes, we're going to follow him for 24 hours. Gotta follow him through the night. I should have time. Right? Right, guys? So I'm halfway there, which means still not. Oh, now it's 6 a.m. Okay. Which means I'm gonna need another 36 minutes. Do I have 36 minutes? Sure. That will take me to... I did about 6,000 steps. So 6,000 steps every 24 hours. Maybe next time we'll follow Nazim for 24 hours. That sounds super exciting. Who wouldn't want to follow Nazim for 24 hours? See where that guy goes. I'd say he's pretty iconic. But he's hungry now. It's dinner time. And he's hanging out in front of the meadery. Probably like, man, wish I could drink some good mead and eat some good meat. Good meat, good mead. I think now we're only seeing 2 of them, so one of them definitely left. I think. Did he? I'm pretty sure one of them left the patrol route, because he wasn't supposed to be here to begin with. I'm like 75% sure. But maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, how are you guys going to both pose? Oh, oh. And then you're going to look at... Now you're going to have to look at each other. Oh no, he's already looked that way, so he's not going to turn around. Oh, now you got to pose. Oh no, he's in your way. How are you gonna do it? Wasn't she the one that walked past me earlier? Alfhild? Where did you go? Mrs. Battleborn? Miss Battleborn? I don't know. I don't know your family dynamics there. See, there's the other one. Honestly, maybe it looks like he's coming from really far away, but maybe he's not. Maybe that's just like the end of the route. And he kind of just looked like he was coming from super far away, but I'll bet he probably wasn't. I'm just dumb. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, now you've got to stop there. Sorry, I'll get out of your way. All right. Almost nightfall. Almost. Speaking of nightfall, I've been watching Spy Family with my dearly beloved. And I think Nightfall, the character, is probably one of the funniest written characters in that show. I just think she's really funny. The sort of like deadpan desperate, the deadpan / desperation juxtaposition is really funny to me. Honestly, that show is just really funny to me. Cracks me up. It's a good dub. It's got good writing. It doesn't take itself too seriously. And I love that. I love a show that doesn't take itself too seriously. There's a lot of shows these days, anime, etc. They're too full of themselves. You know, I feel like maybe that says something about me, that a lot of the entertainment that I enjoy, a lot of the entertainment media that I enjoy are things that don't take themselves too seriously. I tend to prefer, well, I feel like there are some Marvel movies that don't take themselves too seriously, and I prefer that. Like Thor: Love and Thunder is my favorite. It's my number one Marvel movie. Unpopular opinion, maybe. No, not Love and Thunder. Thor, that one was fine, but the other, the Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok is my number one, because it didn't take itself too seriously. It's a fun movie. And like, I love the combination, the juxtaposition of like a serious setting with just, I don't know, not being allowed to just be silly. You know? That's why Fable is my favorite game of all time. Fable is the GOAT, because it's set in this fantastical world, right? And there's some, like, it starts off pretty dark, but it allows itself to just be a little bit more lighthearted and goofy, and that's good. It's good. Yo, Rickwith, how's it going? Long time no chat. How are ya? Anyway, that's why I really like Spy Family. I mean, I really like One Punch Man for the same reason. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's ridiculous for the sake of being ridiculous, and I like that.
What are other some movies that don't take themselves seriously? I guess, I mean, the big ones would be the Marvel movies most of the time. Oh, he got his torch out. I don't think I have a torch to LARP being a guard with you. So we're just gonna have to enjoy the light of your torch. Oh, you guys just walked through each other's torches. That's nice. You should be a little bit more careful, dude. Who am I to say? I'm just the lowly intern. Just job shadowing here. Who am I to say what you should and shouldn't be doing with your torch? Time check. 8:39. Okay. It's almost been 15 hours. We've still got quite a ways to go. Also, I realized I don't have an Imperial sword. So the sword I have doesn't have a scabbard. I'm LARPing incorrectly. I think that's why I'm so excited about the Fable game coming out. I've never really minded the time going forward. I felt like, you know, them jumping from fantasy to sort of revolutionary type times to like industrial revolution. Is fine. You know, I never minded that. I felt like they could have just done the sort of Assassin's Creed approach of like, who cares if time doesn't keep going forward? We can just jump around the timeline because it doesn't really matter. But I feel like I sympathize with Mr. Peter Molyneux in a sense, because I am also somebody who makes these grand expectations of myself and promises that I don't follow through with. I just have a significantly less budget and not that many people that depend on me to follow through with these things. Why did you guys turn off? Why'd you turn that off? Why did your torches turn off? Is it because it's a bright night? Why is that? What time is it? It's 9 p.m. Why'd you turn your torches off? Is it because the moon's out? I have no idea. That's so strange. Why'd they do that? Oh, hey, we're running into each other again. Look at that. These guys are just synchronized. Synchronized strolling. Synchronized patrolling. Oh, getting his torch back out. It's like, you know, when you're driving past somebody and you turn your brights off. Maybe he was like, oh, I don't want to be too bright in front of the other guy, so I'm going to turn my torch off. And then he turns it back on. I don't know. I don't have any in-lore or game mechanic, for that matter, reason for why this guy did that. You can see the guy over in the corner there, maybe. We'll see him in a little bit. The guy who patrols the farm. Because it seems like there's 2 to 3 that patrol this route. I was pretty sure it was only 2. And then there's the one guy over there who patrols the farm. Wait, there was another guy coming this way, right? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? It might have just been one of the fireflies or whatever. Wisps? I don't know what they are. in the context of this game. Lightning bugs? Latin bugs? Yeah, there he's over there. What are you doing over there? You're not where you're supposed to be. Like, you're going way too far. Maybe these guys spawn. Maybe he's one of the spawned ones. Like, maybe there's some of the guards that spawn, and there's some of the guards that are constantly patrolling certain areas, pre-programmed. And if the player character moves or approaches an area outside of the normal guards patrol route, more guards spawn. I don't know. That would be kind of interesting to figure out. It would. All right, I forgot you have to stop here. Because now this guy is going to be stopping here too. Oh, and you're turning your light off again. Is it because we're passing by the other guy? Or is it because you guys randomly don't have your torches on when you're passing by this? This is interesting. It's almost like, for some reason, it's really bright, like on this path here, which I guess is because of the moon. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what's causing this shadow here. The light from the city. But for some reason, maybe because it's so bright right here, they don't turn on their torches. I don't know. Maybe when he gets in the shadow, that's when he takes his torch back out. We'll analyze this in just a second, because he goes into the shadows a little bit. I mean, he gets shadowed by these bushes. No, not really, I guess. You can take your torch out again? You're close to a shadow, or whatever that is. Oh, this guy still has his torch out. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, and you got it out again. But he did walk through a shadow. I don't know. Maybe it's a cooldown. Maybe when they take their torches out, then there's a cooldown for when they put them back in. If they enter a brighter lit node or something. No idea. I'm sure I could look it up. Yeah, go look at the meatery. Think about how hungry you are. Is this our third? This might be our fourth time passing it. Passing this. Is it the third? Do I have to do one more? One more route of this? I don't know. Let's see what time it is. 11 p.m. Oh, I said it was a 3 hour, so I think I have to do this 2 more times. Although it's a little bit slower. It's not quite a 3 hour loop. It's like a 3 hour and 15-minute loop. Or is it less? It's less. It's like a 2 hour and 45-minute path. Honestly, I don't even care because, again, like I said, this is it's good for my back. It's good for my back pain. Even if nobody cares. It's still a net positive for me. And I can't argue with that. I will say I do appreciate that this game isn't too dark at night. I can't remember if I have turned up the brightness or gamma of the game since playing it. I know ever since I switched everything back to my living room, my den, whatever you want to call this, and because I have to have I'm using a TV right now. I don't know how obvious that is, but I have this lamp that's like shining on my face so that I'm a little bit better lit. But because of that, it makes it kind of hard to see the TV. And so it is useful to me to turn up the brightness of the game. I don't know if it's super noticeable that like the in-game brightness is quite bright. I think it is. I want to say it's maybe not maxed, but it's pretty bright. I think I was in Bleak Falls Barrow or something. I was in a cave and I was like, I can't see anything. No, it was at the beginning of the game. In the Helgen Keep dungeon, after escaping like the prison part of it when you're into the cave. No, it was in the I know what it was. I know exactly where it was. It was in the torturer's chamber. There's that side room where there's like a shield and a mace and there's some stuff on the desk. And somebody in chat was like, don't forget to get the stuff in the desk. And I was like, I can't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. And according to me, there is nothing on the desk. There's nothing. So I was like, you know what? Next time, we're just going to crank up the brightness. And then I think later on I added the light in front of me. Because lighting is important to me. Especially whenever I switch to the other scene where I have the camera in front of me. Oh, we're going to run into each other again. Oh, third time's the charm. Now you guys are going to look at each other. Last time they were back to back. Now this time they're just staring at each other. Oh. These guys. They're just trolling each other. Trolling and patrolling. Are you supposed to walk on this side of the road? I thought you walked on the other side of the road. Am I crazy? I was pretty sure he walked on toward the left side of the road. Maybe I'm crazy. I've taken a good amount of steps though. I feel like usually in this amount of time I'm like running and then slowing down and stopping. But I feel like I'm taking a good amount of steps for, you know, only walking. Probably because I'm stopping less. But I mean, usually it's been an hour and 4,800 steps is like, it's pretty good. No? Maybe I'm crazy. Last time I did 3,900 steps in 52 minutes. But I mean, if I'm taking, you know, 4,500 steps per hour, why is it that I take so many less steps when I'm running? Is it because of all the stops? Like I run from place to place, and then I slow down and stop when I'm actually at an objective. And since I'm walking slower and not stopping at any objectives, that I'm actually taking more steps or nearly the same amount. I mean, I know that I'm not nearly going the same distance or speed, but in terms of step for step, taking way. I mean, this is significantly less difficult. I am still going up a 15-degree incline, so like, not nothing. All right, surely we're getting close. It's 1 a.m., 5 more hours. Am I gonna make it? Do I have time for this? 5 hours. Let's see. If one 24 hours is 72 minutes. 6. That means every hour in the game, 72 divided by 6 would be 62. So, wait, is that right? No, that's not right. 72. Why am I doing it divided by 6? Divided, what? Oh, I was trying to think about how many minutes. No, that doesn't math out either. I don't know what I'm saying. I have no idea. I don't know where my mind was going there. 24 hours into 72 minutes. 24. Wait. 24 times 3? Yeah. 24 times 3 is 72. So, every... Let me think about this. If I split 72, 24 hours, that's 3. Take 24 hours divided by 3, that's 8. So, every 8 hours in the game is 24 minutes. 8 hours is 24 minutes. Divide that by 8. Every hour is 4 minutes long. Right? 1 hour is 4 minutes long. Does that make sense? Which means I needed, what, 24 more minutes? 2 a.m. 4 hours left. I need 16 minutes. I think. Can I be done in 16 minutes? I think it's fine. Maybe. I think I miscalculated this. Or maybe I was actually 100% correct. I don't know if I did that math correct, but I think 1 hour takes 4 minutes. So 4 hours would take 16 minutes. No, but I said 8 hours takes 24 minutes? That doesn't make sense. If 8 hours is 24 minutes, uh, 1 hour is 3 minutes. I'm just stupid. 1 hour is 3 minutes. So 4 more hours would be 12 minutes. Okay. Yeah. No, that tracks. That tracks. Everything is in multiples of 3, not 4. Yeah. 24 times 3 is 72. So 1 hour is 3 minutes. Yes. Yes. We can divide that out even more, I think. If 1 hour is 3 minutes, 1 minute in game is... No, 20 minutes in game is 1 minute IRL. Every minute, 20 minutes passes. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. That's even closer to my goal of 8 o'clock. Wait, where's your other buddy you're supposed to cross paths with? Oh, wait, too close. I don't want to aggro him. Okay, good. I'm glad I turned off AI detection. I think what I'm going to do next time... So this time, this is vanilla Skyrim. I just turned off AI detection with the console command. Pretty typical, you know. Easy thing to do. I could have just also stayed far back from him. I don't know that that would have changed a whole lot with, like, encounters. I think if I stay close to the guards, I probably wouldn't have encountered a whole lot anyway. I'm guessing. I don't know. Secondarily, I am really curious why they keep turning off their torches right there. Secondly, like I said, this is a vanilla NPC following. You know, how many steps do they take in 24 hours? I should have taken account how much time this was going to take to set up. Surprisingly more than you'd think. I did not need to set up and make myself dressed like one, but too late. Hey, look, these guys, they do cross each other again. This time they're back to back. Last time they were front to front. Silly guys. You know these guys are like best friends. Every time they pass by each other, they're like, hoo hoo hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. And they make some stupid jokes. Because you best be knowing they're going to go out and go drinking. They're going to be drinking buddies after work. See, he's on the left side of the road. Maybe that's because he was behind the other guy. When they were like facing each other, it pushed him to the right side of the road. Interesting. This is such important information here we're gathering about NPC guard behavior. Because there's like NPC AI behavior of like named NPCs. But guards, I feel like guards in video games, like they make or break the experience. You know what I mean? GTA, Oblivion, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Cyberpunk, Witcher. I guess most games. Oh, Fable. We were just talking about Fable. Most games with that allow you to kill random people have guards, right? I would say the first experience in a game that I had of just like, you know, running into the guards was probably Fable. For no particular reason. Maybe I wanted to experience the morality feature of the game, and that's a really easy way to go in the negative. As long as you escape. Can you escape guards in Fable? I don't remember. I don't remember what the like wanted system is like in Fable. Oh, and then, you know, of course, Red Dead. It's the sheriffs. That's a pretty classic system. Man, we could follow guards in a lot of games. Following guards, running away from guards, we've done that before. We haven't done that in a while. I am kind of curious. We could do a test of like which guards are the fastest, analyzing the guards in different games. Or not. Or we could just compare how fast we are in various games. Maybe that's more interesting. I think for me, I know this is stupid, but as somebody who, like, I pay attention to my step count, you know? I am curious about various people's step counts. Like, hey, how many steps do you take in a day? I'm very, like, it's a good metric that I can compare myself to my own progress in a really easy way, like without really thinking about it. I mean, with my smartwatch, you know, we've got step counts, we've got my sleep tracking. I love just looking at, like, I wake up in the morning and the first thing I look at is how well did I sleep according to my watch. Is that a ridiculous thing to do? I don't know. But I do that instinctively. All right, we're coming up on 24 hours. Let's see, let's do a time check. 4:30. So, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes and we'll have walked. Like I said, it's almost an exact route of 3 in-game hours. It's like 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. 2 hours and 45 minutes. And 3,000, or not 3,000 steps. 300 steps? I don't know. I'll go back and look at the footage later. And I'll turn off AI detection and talk to him and be like, hey, thanks for letting me job shadow you. Oh, he hasn't turned off his torch yet. They don't usually stop right at each other, do they? I thought he usually stops. Maybe he does usually stop in the middle of the road. I don't remember. Yeah, he does. For some reason, they stop right here and just look down the road, which is not a really normal place to stop. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But we're so close to 6,000 steps. If we extrapolate it out and say that Skyrim is 10% the size of the in-lore world, these guys be walking 60,000 steps. Or if they do a 12-hour shift, 30,000 steps. Which I feel like is pretty average for somebody who walks for a living. You know, for people that are guards, policemen, other people that walk for their work. Yeah. Have we done it? Oh, almost. Oh, is he gonna make it? He might make it back. It's 20 minutes. He might actually just make it back to the meadery on the other half of the route. Oh, that would be so iconic. If he stopped right there, that would be sick. Even if it's a little bit over, we might give it to him and just say that that's pretty cool. I have 24. I think it's gonna work. I think we're gonna walk a little bit past him because I know where he's gonna stop and where he's gonna walk past. It's gonna be 6 hours right in front of the meadery. It's where it all started. It's where it all began. All right, we're gonna walk a little bit ahead of you, so I know where you're going. After nearly 24 hours, I know what to do now. I know how to become a guard. 24 hours of experience now. 5:38. He might not be passing by here, but it's going to be like really stinking close. Okay, we're walking together now. It's going to be a little bit past the meadery. That's okay. We're going to still see the meadery in the background. 5:44. There we go. 5:46. Okay. So he's going to make it to probably the end of the road. The iconic stopping point of him crossing his arms. We're going to see if we're going to capture that moment where he's crossing his arms. Maybe I can even stop time there. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just let him keep going. Oh, all 3 of them. All 3 of them. We're all gonna intersect. Here we are. Look at them all. Oh, you guys are perfect. And now which one was I following? Who knows? Which one was it? I mean, it was the one in the back. Who's gonna go that way now? That was funny. All right. We can officially say there's my buddy. He's gonna keep doing his work. I've officially, wait, you know what? We're gonna actually line myself up in their spot, in their little corner spot there. There. Now it's official. I'm hanging out, and I'm being the guard of this corner now. So, it has officially been 24 hours. It is now 6 a.m. again in the game. I have walked 6,268 steps. That is how many steps a Skyrim guard takes. There's my buddy walking over there. My shift was only for 24 hours. He's going a little bit overtime because he's got to, pay the bills. Been drinking a little bit too much mead, maybe. But yeah, 6,000 steps, and it took a little over an hour, about an hour and 12 minutes, because one day, 24 hours in Skyrim is 72 minutes, and you will walk approximately 6,200 steps, and again, depending on how the world is scaled down, right? We went up to 7,000 steps at one point, and it really only takes like 700 steps to run up it, or something like that. Or, people say there's only 700 actual stair steps. And so if we use that scaling to say the world of Skyrim in the lore, like the mechanical game, the actual physical game is 10% of the size, scaling in Skyrim's all messed up, but whatever. Then we can also say that this guy walked for 60,000 steps, and that's kind of like unrealistic because people don't typically walk around for 24 hours. So let's say he was on like a 12-hour shift, 30,000 steps, right? That's like a pretty good average step count for somebody who walks, patrolling, whatever, typical physical labor jobs that I wouldn't know about because all I do is work on my computer. But 30,000 steps seems like a lot of what people say in my comments who say, hey, get a real job. I work 30,000 steps in my real job. But now I have a real job. I'm a Skyrim guard. And I'm a professional now. I'm a working professional who works a physical job. All right. That answers that question. I'm going to go. Bye.